Hey, Uncle Mark.
Hey, what's up? I'm transitioning us live to Tube. How you doing? How you feeling? How you been?
Um, Lainey told me that Cancer is 29 degrees behind my sun. That's why I keep wanting to throat punch everybody.
Uh-huh.
But that's been my mood all day long. I'm trying to work past it.
I feel you. I feel you.
How are you?
I'm good. I had a minor setback with my foot, with my Achilles on Tuesday.
Oh no. What
Uh,
happened?
I'll explain it in a second.
Okay.
Just hold on. And we are live on Zoom. We are live on YouTube. And we are live on the Sevens with Piper's B Metatron's internet radio station. I am thankful and grateful for each and every one of you that is here. Uh, st- Stand by real quick. I gotta check on something and then I shall be right back. Okay. And we are back and we are live. This is On the Sevens with Piper's Beat Metatron, where we come to awaken, ascend, and expand. I am Piper's Beat Metatron, your host with the most. And today is a great day to be me. You know, every day is a great day to be me. I believe this, I live this, I bees this, and I require this. And I guarantee you this, should you make this mantra part of your daily rituals and then go about doing everything that it motivates and inspires you to do, your life will get better exponentially each and every day. Whew. I'm thankful. I'm grateful uh, for today. I will get into the particulars about what I'm getting ready to say when we get to the planets and signs portion of the broadcast. Uh, it's been a gauntlet this week. Um, uh, Mine started Sunday because I'm in tune with my natural circadian rhythm, and Sunday is the first day of every week. Uh, Mine started Sunday. However, it's just been um, little reminders of where I'm going and little reminders of where I was. Uh, so before we get going, I just want to open it up uh, for us. Talk to me about what you've been going through since Monday. I know Monday was a big day, one way or the other. Uh, something, something beautiful or something obnoxious, or maybe a little bit of both. And it kind of set the tone for the week. Tuesday, approximately 3 weeks after the initial injury. I had been progressing. I saw a orthopedic specialist on Monday. There was no need for x-rays or MRI. And the physician that I saw was very impressed at the rate of healing that he sees in my ankle. When he touched my ankle, he was doing his fingers like this, and he says, "Hey, man, kind of pain ointment." I said, "I don't use any ointments." I said, "This is arnica oil." He's like, "What is that?" And I said, "It is essential oil and plant-based." Uh, he says, "Is it pain relief?" I said, "It provides pain relief." I said, it really is engineered and designed to expedite the mending of the muscles and the mending of the tendons and the remending of the cartilage. Um, he says, "So it's making it heal faster." I said, "No, I'm making it heal faster." I said, "The arnica oil is mending whatever was torn, whatever was stretched, whatever was sprained, whatever was injured. The arnica oil and the other 12 plant-based elements in it are ushering in the mending of that." I wearing the walking boot and then taking it off and walking around and doing, the exercises that I already know how to do. I am doing. He says, "So you're already exercising on it?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." I said, "I'm an ex basketball player, dog. I didn't messed up this ankle, numerous times. I know what to do. I don't like messing it up, but I know what to do." My first uh, physical therapy appointment is May 9th. By then I'm be healed. I'm be healed. I mean, it's 3 weeks, and it's 3 weeks to the day that I put on the walking boot, and I'm walking without the boot. So May 9th, uh, however, that was a reminder uh, when it happened. Uh, I was doing too much. You know what I mean? I took the boot off, uh, and I was attempting to put some pressure on it. I was anticipating putting pressure on it to go up a stair, and my good foot hit the bottom stair, and the bad foot stuck to the ground, and it stretched. Oh, so I immediately put the boot back on, and I called the orthopedic nurse, and she actually explained to me something that I kind of knew, but I just forgot it in that moment because, it was really hurtful. Is that I just broke up the lactic acid that had formed around the injury. And it's the same principle in reverse of when you work out and you lift heavy weights today and your arms feel so light today, and then tomorrow your arms are stuck like that and you got to move around like this because you can't open your. Well, in reverse, that's the lactic acid in your muscles from the workout, right? So what do you do to break that up? On the third day you go back to the gym and you work it out. Well, I just did that uh 3 weeks after a significant Achilles tendon injury. Um, so I just want to give you guys that report. I want you to know that there are as many people on the planet. That's how many different methods of natural health and healing there are. My natural health and healing is geared for me. I know my body. I know the things about my body. Your natural health and healing will be geared to you. Uh, uh, but I want to open it up real quick. Anybody wanna chime in? How's your week been? How's it been since Monday? And did anything dramatic, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent happen on Monday?
Well, let's see. It's Nikki. Monday, Monday I started my new job. Official orientation began.
All right.
Everything went good with that. Everything went really clockwork. Really, I feel like I'm in the Matrix. Clockwork, right?
All right.
My Matrix is right there. I'm in my own personal Matrix. So I'm trying to think anything go bad.
Well, that was ultra good, and that was part of the.
So today I got news that the company I just left got bought out.
Mhm.
So that was the sign. I was like, you know what? Yes, I made the right
You got
move. I'm
out.
glad my ship came and
Yep,
picked me
you got
up.
out. You were protected by the universe. You got out before the ship sunk.
so yeah. So right now, I guess you could call that universe protection. Uh,
Absolutely. And aren't you glad? Aren't you glad that you're not there at the old job and in the middle of everybody jockeying for position? Because whenever there's a buyout, some folks stay and they bring in others. So whenever there's
yeah,
a buyout, people start jockeying for position and cozying up and all that. Aren't you
yep,
glad you go through that?
yep, exactly. The corporate buyout of the corporate world. You don't know who's going to get cut.
You
You
don't?
don't know when they're going to get cut,
No.
and the deception because I was like, I was just there on my last day a week ago Friday, last Friday, and they did I was there for their quarterly meeting. It's my last day would happen to be on the quarterly day of quarterly meeting. And the CEO stands up there, would not have even given an inkling that we're about to go through a major transition. He just talked about an acquisition, the quote unquote acquisition. Well, they didn't say that we weren't buying somebody, we were getting bought.
Oh, right. Right. Let me tell you
And he
this.
put out there, he said, and we're looking for capital to raise more capital. And he says, isn't anybody going to ask me about that? It's like, what does that mean? But nobody knows what that means until you tell us
Absolutely.
what raising capital. We know that you go out there, that's your job. You're CEO,
You're the
your
CEO. You're
CFO,
supposed to
that's
raise
your
the money.
job,
Right.
right?
Right. That's it.
So, I mean, I'm supposed to, through the pack, you're supposed to raise some money. So I'm just glad that I listened to my gut instincts was to look when I looked and apply when I applied and apply to where
Absolutely.
I applied.
I, I
So
I am so happy for you, and thank you for that update. I do want to share with y'all. A lot of y'all know my corporate America story. I was a forensic accountant for um, four different companies over a 22-year period. Served in the capacity of assistant controller, accounting manager, credit collections manager, AR manager. Was in several high-level executive meetings where layoffs were determined. Layoffs were determined on Monday. The list of people would come to accounting first because we had to cut their check, make sure all of their vacation, everything was. So I knew on Tuesday who was getting fired on Friday. Yeah, yeah. It's some of the things that I had to do during my corporate America career, yeah, contributed to my abrupt or the way that I left. Uh, However, the seven in me never took any of it personal. The nine. I'm born on the nine. My compassion would go out for the people who on Monday I was feeling the nine. I had compassion for the people who were on the list. On Tuesday, I was a seven. I was glad my name wasn't on the list. And it's not personal, it's just business. Uh, but yeah, that upper management deception and lies and I've been in one situation where on Friday we shut the building down and didn't tell anybody anything, and over the weekend moved everything out of the building, and on Monday had a security guard at the gate with envelopes with your name on it. You leave Friday and hey, let's have a good weekend. Woo, 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 woo. And you come back Monday and you can't even get on the property. So yes, you were protected, Nikki. And you were right on time. Everything you did was right on time. Thank you for that. Anybody else? Miss Williams, how you been this week?
This week has kind of been definitely a ride. It's been up
Mhm.
and down and up and down. Just on that Monday when I got up, I felt sick. My allergies was giving me the 1-2 punch. My baby kept having fevers. I'm like, oh my God, like it just got super stressful. And then it was like, okay, she's fine. I know what to do to help myself. Okay, we all good. And then it got stressful again because I had to go pick her up. And then it was like it was kind of like a balance. It's like every time stuff would get heated, it was like I had like some type of antidote energy to come in
Yeah.
and balance it back out again. And I'm like, okay, everything is cool. Everything is cool. And then it would just go right back up. And I'm like, okay. We gotta get neutral. We gotta get
Yes.
neutral.
Yes.
Because it has been stressful. But it's like I'm trying to ride the wave and keep my energy up regardless of what's going on and not let
Mhm.
situations control me, because I even had to go to court and
Mhm.
that was stressing me out too. Their lawyer couldn't answer questions. Like, you can't, how you gonna try to take me to court and you ain't even got all the information, and then you
Right,
keep
like
asking me the same thing over and over.
like get it together, brother. Get it
It's been
together.
it's been 6 months and you still ain't got the information you need. That's too long.
That's way too long. That's way too long. That's either incompetence on your part or you just don't give a fuck.
Period. And it's like
And either one of those is not acceptable.
very much unacceptable. And
Yeah.
then they ended up adjourning it. So I didn't even have to really show up for real, like I thought I was gonna have to do. Then I went to go see my client. She had her new baby, so I went to go see the baby and calm. Then I was stressed out because I'm like, oh my God, I'm late picking up my baby. Da, 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 da. And it's like I really gotta chill. Like I really gotta chill.
That's what I came to, and thank you for that, Ms. Williams. That's what I came to after I stretched my little leg on Tuesday. I was all in a frenzy. I was putting this broadcast together, and I'm pulling shit out of here, and I'm looking over here, and Tuesday morning after I had to put that boot back on, I was just like, yeah, dog, just chill, just have a seat, sir. Relax. Yeah. Trust. Look, I'm talking to myself. Trust me. Everything will get done that you need to get done. Just have a seat, man. And you're doing too much. This is letting you know that you are doing too much. So just relax. Relax. It's good to see Robin here. It's good to have Yolanda in here. Y'all okay? Y'all's week been okay?
Yeah, my week is always good. I just work every day of the week. That's the problem.
Hey,
I sneak
hey.
on here while I'm at work.
Good for you, and I'm glad you take the time out to do that. And there is a break coming for you where you ain't gonna have to work all day every day. So you just when we finally do get a chance, that opportunity to break bread and break down your charts, I'm going to show you in there where there's a key for you
I'm
that.
sorry, I'm not sure if that's my internet that you a little choppy.
Oh, it might be mine, it might be yours. It's we gonna have choppy
Mhm.
internet until May 2nd. Well, actually
Okay.
until the 12th, until Venus and Mercury both in their shadow periods. So
Okay.
I rebooted everything today, and So we just keep going and we just keep on going,
Yes, sir. I understand. I understand.
but I
I just
appreciate.
I was missing some of the words you were saying, so I just wanted to make sure I hear everything.
Oh yeah, no. Trust me, when I get into the into the broadcast, I will be booming. I got a lot to say today, y'all.
Sounds good.
Yolanda, you okay down there? I think she is. All right. This is April 2025, Taurus New Moon, Universal Zodiac Native Soul Vibrations. According to the numbers, April 2025's Taurus New Moon Universal number is the special number 404. Should resonate real strongly with you, honeybee. Issues concerning our individual safety, security, our home and family life and lifestyle, our jobs and entrepreneurial endeavors, and everything that makes each of us individually productive, prosperous, and protected, being amplified, magnified, and empowered by Source Creator, that's the zero, in new ways and means for maximum manifesting effect. Being strongly influenced by the special number 40, we each become not only ready to build our city Foursquare, we become motivated to build it in the ways and means that will secure each of us immediately and well into our individual futures. This is not, building, like the Three Little Pigs, one building out of hay and then the other one out of something else. And yeah. No, this is building our city Foursquare, our fortress, our places of sanctuary, our places of security, our places of safety, our places of sustenance, where we want to put, some of us will even consider putting roots down during this Taurus new moon phase and in the coming weeks ahead. This refers to the attainment of higher consciousness much more than it does in the literal or actual sense. So when I'm talking about building our city Foursquare, I know we all can see our home and we all can see our jobs and we all can see our family and we all can see, those things that make us secure and make us safe. We can see and sense those things in our periphery. Building your city Foursquare in higher consciousness means for you to elevate yourself and lean up into the ascension instead of doing what most folks always do, is just sit down and stay in the status quo. How many of us on this call sick and tired of the status quo? No matter what's, and I'm not talking politics, I'm just talking about the status quo in general. How many of us is sick of it? All right. Yes, honeybee, go right ahead.
No, I was raising my hand.
Oh, okay. So what I'm talking about is, even for those of us that are spiritually aware and self-aware, lean in even more to your ascension. Lean in and pay attention more to your downloads. Lean in and pay attention more and go deeper in your meditation. Go deeper with your breath work. Go deeper with your creative visualization. Go deeper with your Reiki. Go deeper with your readings. Go deeper with your card divination. Go deeper with your interpretations. Lean in more to that, because the more that you lean into that, the more organically your life and lifestyle on the outside, the home, the vocation, the money, everything, the relationship, all that organically manifests according to what your soul is vibrating. You know, the planet Earth has a heartbeat, has a vibration. Every 26 minutes, something at the center of this rock vibrates. I like to refer to it as the heart or soul of the planet. Each one of us, we have multiple vibrations. We have a vibration that comes from the heart. If you put your fingers on your wrist, you can feel it. If you're doing too much physically, and you're stopping and starting, you can hear it. You can hear it. There have been times when back in a former life, a few years ago when I was dealing with cocaine, I do so much of it. I could hear my heartbeat in my ears, and I could feel it. You could actually see it. You see your veins. And then your soul has its own vibration. That's where our aura comes from, the vibration of the soul. This higher consciousness is developed on all planes of existence. This Taurus new moon will bring the awareness of these levels of consciousness to the minds of humanity. Reason, order, analysis, and integrity, along with an inner knowing that we each must respond to and through the 4 planes of existence: spiritual plane, physical plane, mental plane, and emotional plane, which represents all laws of right and justice. Any comments, any questions, any concerns? All right. Now is the time for each of us to commit to getting our individual shit together and getting individually squared away in our every thought, action, reaction, word, and deed. Anybody that I was in the Navy, so being squared away means your uniform is tied, your living space is tied, is clean, and is ready for inspection. Now's the time for each of us to commit. I'm committed to getting my shit together. My shit is everything concerning On the Sevens, Mastered Self Academy, On the Sevens with Pfeiffer's Beat Metatron, 88 Steps into Your Mastered Self. Anything other than that, I'll get to it if I get to it. I'm getting individually squared away. I got priorities. My software is not going to write itself. My book is not going to write itself. I'm getting squared away in every thought, action, reaction, word, and deed. Now is the time for each of us to effectively use our potential. Add up the letters in potential and you'll get the special number 40. In order to manifest our individual highest good, goals, desires, and active pursuits. Potential, unrealized ambition. Now is the time for each of us to deploy our individual imagination and ambition in order to climb each higher spiral of the esoteric ladder of awakening. Add up the letters in awakening, get the special number 40 towards super consciousness. Now is the time for each of us to embrace the chaotic harmony. Add up the number letters in harmony, you get 40 of individual radical change in order to have the confidence to push through every obstacle and overcome every setback. And now is the time for each of us to emphasize and practice our individual productive patience and our individual opportunistic order. And I'll break those down in a sec. In order to persevere to and through every design detour and self-imposed limitation, we each must navigate successfully in order to attain and maintain the spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional highest good, life, and lifestyle our individual souls actually incarnated for. Emphasize and practice our individual productive patience. What I mean by productive patience is, again, thinking along the lines of not doing too much, not getting yourself overwhelmed. However, being steady and working towards your goal methodically. That's productive patience. Not attempting to if you have a 6-month project, not attempting to get it done in 4 days. And vice versa. If you have a 4-day project, don't stretch that out to 6 months. And when I'm talking about our individual opportunistic order, every opportunity is not as good as it seems. Some opportunities are designed detours. Y'all hear that? Some opportunities that come our way are designed detours. And it takes spiritual awareness and self-awareness to realize when one of those design detour opportunities is in front of you. Now, there are times when the detour is necessary, and all work and no play makes all of us grumpy as fuck. So I some of these opportunistic design detours you want to take, but some you don't. Some you do not. Dive into your awareness, dive into your intuition, trust your intuition, and ask your intuition when there's an opportunity that's presented to you. Ask yourself real quick, give me a hard yes or a hard no. And I believe your gut will react. Any comments, any questions about the 4-0 for Taurus new moon vibration, according to the numbers? It's going to be a test. And the only way you can fail is not to take the test or attempt to avoid the test. All right, according to the cards, April's 2025 Taurus new moon outlook vibration is the 2 of diamonds. Successful financial arrangements, or what I like to call win-win money deal. The two of diamonds signifies that a money partnership of some kind will be playing a role in your life. This could be a standard business partnership or something out of the ordinary, and yet it will certainly have something related to money as the end result. Your financial success requires the assistance of others, so you can expect to have many phone calls, meetings, and business deals to achieve working and successful financial arrangements. Whether this joining of financial interests becomes an asset or a liability depends largely upon the surrounding circumstances and how you put that received money to use. We often need the association of others in order to achieve our financial goals. The two of diamonds will encourage us to develop relationships that are mutually beneficial between ourselves and others in our business and financial life. The most success comes with this card when we adopt a win-win attitude towards all our business dealings. Some of y'all on the call already know that I am in the process of doing the research on upgrading my computer, my broadcast capabilities, and my broadcast equipment. I have a financial arrangement with a company that they are going to give me up to $2,600, and I get to piecemeal pay them back. That's win-win for me, because I get to upgrade my computers and and my broadcast equipment, and I get to pay for it so that it doesn't bankrupt me. Two of diamonds. That's a win-win. A win-win. Our April 2025 radical change vibration is the Two of Hearts. Getting clear about your relationship and affection needs. A major goal for you during this Taurus new moon phase and in the coming weeks ahead will be to have a successful love relationship or friendship. For this reason, you will make many changes within yourself in the name of love, friendship, or romance. Whether you are interested in the partner of your dreams or just good, close friendships, you will have to take a different approach in your life if you are to be successful in these areas. Love and intimacy require compromise and cooperation, two of the keynotes for this card of the love union. Your intense desire for this closeness will cause you to confront some of the parts of yourself that tend to keep this intimacy from you. At times, this may seem very challenging or difficult. However, it helps to keep in mind your reasons for facing these situations, to have more intimacy in your life. There may be a certain person that is the main challenge for you during this Taurus new moon phase and in the weeks ahead. And the person that shows you, whether intentionally or not, the changes you need to make to have the love you want. It is clear that you want successful relationships and are willing to work for them. Getting clear. Y'all see the way the shift is happening. Okay, we shifted into the new vibration, and now let's get clear about our finances and let's get clear about love and affection. Our April 2025 individual environment vibration is the Queen of Diamonds. Creative financing and indulgent spending. This card can bring much financial success if its creative aspect is applied in some business or financial pursuit that you may be involved in. The Queen of Diamonds is a masterful card when it comes to business and finance, especially promoting and marketing. By the same token, watch out for a tendency to spend beyond your budget when this card appears. The Queen of Diamonds likes only the very best of everything, even if she cannot afford it. This is a season in which your finances should improve and you can have a lot of success in business-related activities. Your creative energies are high now, and you will get good ideas on how to improve your financial situation and better sell your products, services, or ideas. If you are a woman, benefits will come through romance and in your role as a mother or caretaker. Welcome back, Yolanda. Welcome back. All right. Our April 2025 observation seat vibration, 10 of clubs, spreading knowledge on a mass scale. Essentially, the 10 of clubs is a card of the teacher. It means spreading knowledge or information to large groups of people. This is a great card for those in publishing, radio, or television businesses where much information is being distributed to large numbers. Recognition for your talents and efforts are common when this card is present. Because this Taurus new moon phase sits in the position of the 10 of clubs, you have a great deal of good fortune coming your way. This Taurus new moon phase in the weeks ahead marks the beginning of a cycle of good fortune in which some of your greatest goals may be realized. Of course, this will only occur if you are clear about what you are teaching and how you communicate your knowledge to large groups. And yet, if you have clear desires and goals in relation to your work, go for the highest and the absolute best. You will get as much as you desire for. Our learning and growth vibration for this new moon is the 3 of clubs, managing our mental creativity, anxiety, and indecision. The 3 of clubs is a card of mental creativity, so much so that it is called the writer's card. On the other hand, it can be the card of worry and indecision and mental stress. Whenever this card appears, you will have an opportunity to either get the benefits of heightened creativity of mind or suffer the liability of more stress and indecision. Worry and fear of the future could be your major concerns during this Taurus new moon phase, especially in the coming weeks ahead. This worry could be related somehow to an illness of a family member or yourself. Either you are worrying about this illness or the worry reaches the point of causing illness. This Taurus new moon phase has a karmic implication, which means that this could be a repayment of one of your past actions. Take extra special care of your health and diet now. You have a lot of creative energy now, and in order to stay in a positive frame of mind, you would be better off if you found some way to express this creativity in a positive way. Though creative projects may be difficult now, it is in your best interest to pursue them and to keep the creative juices flowing into constructive projects and goals. Use this influence for writing, either personally or professionally. I'm seeing journals just popping up all over the place. Express yourself to all you meet, and you will reap positive rewards. Our April Taurus new moon spiritual awakening lifestyle upgrade vibration is the Ace of Diamonds, the birth of a new way of making money. The Ace of Diamonds means the desire for money or the birth of a new way of earning money. All aces represent new beginnings, a desire for something that starts a new cycle of creating. Aces are the representatives of pure creative energy. Diamonds represent our value system, the things that we like or dislike, treasure or discard. So, the Ace of Diamonds means that we experience the birth of a new value or that we suddenly like or want something that we did not before. Because diamonds are commonly associated with money and our work, the Ace of Diamonds can mean the beginning of a new financial enterprise or the desire to obtain money for a specific purpose. You are likely to begin a new job or new way of making money during this Taurus new moon phase and in the coming weeks ahead. This card represents an ambition for money that is in some way unusual or meant to be used for some public service project. And yet, it can just mean starting a new job as well. This can also mean a desire for prominence in labor or service groups. During this time, you may spend much energy and time communicating about these ambitions. When you combine your spiritual or philosophic interests with your financial ones, you can and most definitely will achieve success. All right, and then lastly, our Taurus new moon goal manifesting energy vibration is the 10 of diamonds. Financial success and large sums of money changing hands. I like that, man. Essentially, the 10 of diamonds means a large sum of money and infatuation or obsession with money. It does not always mean that you will receive large sums of money. Sometimes it can merely mean a preoccupation with finances. The 10 of diamonds is a card of financial success and is considered to be the best money card to have. Success in dealing with groups of people in some financial way is also indicated. The results of successfully navigating to and through our obstacles and challenges this Taurus new moon phase and in the coming weeks ahead will somehow involve a large sum of money or financial success. You may actually achieve considerable prosperity as you expand your values to include the needs of those around you and your community. The further you expand your vision, the more you could actually make. This could represent taking your products and services to the public in a major way. Any comments? Any questions? Any concerns about this Taurus new moon according to the cards? Nope. All right. On to the planets and the signs. Venus is no longer retrograde. However, it is in its post-retrograde shadow until May 16th. Mercury is no longer retrograde. However, it is in its post-retrograde shadow until April 26th. Mars is no longer retrograde and is in its post-retrograde shadow until May 2nd. I wouldn't purchase any electronic or motor vehicles until after May 2nd. Do you feel caught between the urge to push forward and the need to let go? This week, many of us are experiencing a tension between action and release as the cosmos pulls us in seemingly opposite directions. You might notice yourself feeling both energized and reflective, ready to make moves, yet sensing the need to tie up loose ends and chill out first. The challenging square between the Sun and Mars at the start of the week created a restless energy that led to frustration if it wasn't properly channeled. Meanwhile, the last quarter moon asks us to release what is no longer serving us before we can truly move forward. This conflicting cosmic weather might have you feeling stuck in a start-stop pattern, questioning your timing, or feeling uncertain about which direction deserves your energy. The intensity builds midweek as the sun squares transformative Pluto, potentially bringing hidden power struggles to the surface. Understanding this week's celestial blueprint, can't talk today, blueprint, helps us navigate these tensions with grace. The key is recognizing that release and renewal are two sides of the same coin. By consciously letting go of what is complete, the last quarter moon energy, you create space for the fresh beginnings that Taurus season offers. This week featured several important planetary conversations. The sun, which is our core energy, is challenging both Mars, which is our action, and Pluto, which is transformation, creating tension and yet also opportunities for growth. Venus deals with our relationship and values, joins with Saturn, structure, responsibility, lessons in life, suggesting a time to get serious about what we truly value. Last quarter moon phase from Tuesday to today signals a time for completion and release before the new beginnings this weekend. The injustices of the world will be deeply felt this week when the sun in Taurus squares Pluto in Aquarius yesterday. This stubborn aspect allowed us to see how the powerful truly operate and what controls our lives. However, this is not the best day to challenge authority. Focus on developing a game plan. That's kind of funny because yesterday, Orange Man got rebuked by about 7 different courts. Yeah, he got his shit slapped backwards by 7 different courts. Friday's Mars-Pluto opposition marks the week's most intense day, potentially bringing power struggles or buried tensions to the surface. This face-off between the planet of action and the planet of transformation can feel confrontational. However, it ultimately leads to necessary breakthroughs. Channel this energy constructively rather than letting it erupt as a conflict. Tenacious energy only increases throughout the weekend as Mars in Leo opposes Pluto on Saturday. Everyone will be acting in their own best interests and butting heads to get their own way. Stay out of the drama and make compromises for another day. And after the rockiness of this week, Sunday's patient new moon in Taurus will be a breath of fresh air. This lunar cycle encourages us to invest in the future as we plant the seeds of our deepest desires. Nurture these desires because good things will come to those who wait. Any comments, any questions before we get to the Zodiac natives' soul vibrations? Nope. All right. All right, Zodiac natives. This, you want to listen for your sun sign, of course, your moon sign, your rising or your ascendant sign, if you have a stellium, and if you have 3 or more placements of a sign in your chart. Of course, if you have significant other, you want to listen for their sun sign to get a glimpse into what's going on for them, your children, your coworkers or your bosses or somebody important in your life, you want to listen for them as well. All right. Aries natives, this one is for you. Are you feeling the push-pull between taking bold action and needing to step back and strategize, my ascending Aries natives? This week brings a powerful mix of energies for you. With your ruling planet Mars and Leo facing off with transformative Pluto, you're being called to examine how you use your power and influence. The last quarter moon phase asks you to release old patterns of self-expression that no longer serve your growth. Meanwhile, Mercury and Neptune in your sign are enhancing your intuition and communication abilities, giving you fresh insights about your path forward. It might be difficult to get along with others when the Sun in Taurus squared Pluto in Aquarius yesterday. You might discover you do not share the same values as your social group. Go your own way. However, stay generous if you don't feel like it. Continue to have fun on your own when Mars in Leo opposes Pluto on Saturday. Do what makes you happy without having to gain group approval, man. Make your own fun by going to concerts, reading books, or getting dressed up and going out solo. Focus on financial stability during the Taurus new moon in your value zone on Sunday. This is a great time to go over your budget and focus on what to invest in over the next several months. Plant the seeds of a steady future and watch them take root with wise and smart work. Taurus natives, this one is for you. Do you feel the ground shifting beneath your feet in ways that are both unsettling and strangely liberating, my ascending Taurus natives? Happy solar season. The sun has moved into your sign, bringing a renewed sense of purpose and vitality. This birthday season feels particularly significant as Uranus continues its journey through your sign, bringing unexpected changes and flashes of insight. The Venus-Saturn conjunction in Pisces early in the week brings a more serious tone to your social connections and long-term aspirations, asking you to commit to what truly matters and release the rest. You got a strong urge to play hooky as the sun in your sign squared Pluto in Aquarius yesterday. In fact, you might feel conflicted about who you are and what you are known for. Think about the parts of yourself that you want the public to see and then show them off with confidence. Fortunately, your community will bring you strength when Venus conjoins Saturn in your social zone today. Use this energy to do volunteer work with friends or find your place within your community. Make a difference by developing communal relationships. End the week by reinventing yourself when the new moon is in your sign on Sunday. This lunar phase gives you the power to tap into your true potential and make a name for yourself. This is a great time for new beginnings, from attempting a new look to applying for a new career. Any comments? Any questions? Aries and Taurus.
I don't have any questions, but I just want to say that I am so happy that that Neptune period is behind me.
Hey,
Um,
I know
I
you
can
are.
I can instantly feel the shift the day of my birthday. Prior to at least the last couple of weeks leading up to my birthday, I was like starting to get depressed again. And so, anyway, all that to say is that I definitely feel the shift. I'm definitely ready to make some bold moves. And I'm actually taking a cruise this weekend, so I'm like really excited about that.
Good
So
for
anyway, all that to say, I am super excited about this new year. You mentioned something about the Ace of Diamonds and the Ten of Clubs. The Ten of Clubs is interesting for me too, is because I think that's like a 7-year cycle that I'm going through.
you.
And it's interesting is that when I entered that period, I started teaching as a career coach at the job that I'm at now. So
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know and thank you for that, Victorious. I know your life spread pretty well, and for a minute there, it sounded like I was reading through your life spread, didn't it? The way,
It
especially
most certainly did. Yep.
Ace of clubs, three of clubs, ace of diamonds, three of clubs, and that 10 of clubs. Yes, yes. And there's a couple of other cards that I touched on that are in your spread as well.
10 of diamonds. Yeah.
Yeah. Queen of
Yeah.
diamonds, she's there too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's not, and we can't make this shit up. 4 days ago, she had birthday, y'all. This is her season. So it's not ironic that because the sun is in her sign that a lot of this and this a Taurus new moon too. Yeah, a lot of this is going to resonate with Victorious and any other Taurus or any other person that has a lot of Taurus placement in their chart. All right, all right. Gemini natives, got one for you. Have you been noticing patterns in your relationships that suddenly make more sense, my ascending Gemini natives? This week brings important insights about communication patterns. Your ruling planet Mercury in Aries forms a powerful connection with transformative Pluto, deepening your perceptions and helping you see beneath the surface of conversations. Jupiter in your signs continues to expand your horizons and brings opportunities for growth, though the last quarter moon suggests it is time to release old mental frameworks before embracing new possibilities. Your stubbornness came out when the Taurus sun squared Pluto in Aquarius yesterday. You might feel stuck in your head and uninterested in opening up to new ideas. While inner reflection is good, getting locked in your own bubble will not lead to growth. Words can get lost in translations when Mars and Leo opposes Pluto on Saturday. So be careful what you do. Miscommunication done in haste could lead to major issues later, especially if someone cannot let it go. Choose your words carefully and go slowly. Man, that show, I could just see Gemini popping off at the gums at somebody, and next thing you know, an episode of Cops break out. I can just see it. Accept the things you cannot change when the Taurus new moon is in your subconscious zone on Sunday. You might need to make some sacrifices to help stay afloat during this new lunar cycle. Value your mental stability above all else as you discover what is important in your life. And what I mean by the Gemini saying something, Gemini, this weekend, Gemini is going to be all about speaking the truth and won't care who don't like it. Won't care if you want to hear it or not. Yeah. Because, whenever you dealing with Pluto until 2043 is in Aquarius, and Aquarius is dealing with your truth. Any comments? Any questions? All right, Cancer natives, got one for you too. Are you feeling pulled between your emotional needs and external demands this week, my ascending Cancer natives? The cosmic weather this week highlights your relationship with control and surrender. Your ruling planet, the moon, begins the week in Aquarius, creating an emotional distance that actually helps you process deeper feelings. As the moon moves through its last quarter phase, you're being asked to release emotional attachments that no longer serve your growth. The moon's opposition to Mars early in the week might trigger some emotional reactions, and yet also provides the energy needed for important releases. Yeah, you might have not felt warm and fuzzy when the Taurus sun squared Pluto in Aquarius yesterday. This aspect made you feel like an outsider when no one wants to go deep with you. However, do not attempt forcing bonds because they might not be what you wish for anyway. If you want relationships to grow, start setting some boundaries when Venus conjoins Saturn in your expansion zone today. Boundaries do not limit your relationship. They make it safe for you to be yourself. Be understanding, yet firm. Fortunately, the Taurus new moon is in your social zone, making Sunday a big day for windfalls. This is a great day to make a wish and welcome blessings into your life. You just might get them. Your charms and connections can help you get ahead. So go after everything you want and desire. Leo natives, y'all knew I had one for you. Are you feeling the intensity of Mars in your sign this week? My ascending Leo natives, bringing both energy and potential friction. The spotlight is on you this week, with Mars energizing your sign and stirring up both passion and potential conflicts. The sun, your ruling planet, has moved into steady Taurus, creating some tension with Mars in your sign. You may feel pulled between the desire for excitement and the need for stability. The last quarter moon phase suggests it's time to release partnership patterns or social connections that no longer reflect your authentic self. Yikes. Yeah, you had a hard time separating me from we when the sun in Taurus squared Pluto in Aquarius yesterday. When you focus on building a name for yourself, you could hurt the partnerships you are in. Balance independence and collaboration, or you could find yourself in an identity crisis. You might need to break away from controlling relationships when Mars in your sign opposes Pluto in Aquarius on Saturday. Your desire to be free might be stronger than your desire to stay. Do not allow someone to dim your light. You deserve to shine in the spotlight. Fortunately, a new chapter in your career starts when the Taurus new moon enters your reputation zone on Sunday. There is a strong possibility of making waves as you invest in your long-term goals. Use this energy to apply for new jobs, attend interviews, and get extra job training. Yeah, the Taurus new moon and the 2 weeks following. Leo natives. Virgo natives, got one for you. Are you noticing your analytical mind working overtime while your intuition quietly offers a simpler solution? My ascending Virgo natives. This week highlights the dance between your analytical mind and your intuitive wisdom. Your ruling planet Mercury is pioneering Aries, forms a powerful connection with transformative Pluto, deepening your perceptions and helping you see beyond surface details. The last quarter moon phase encourages you to release work patterns or health routines that have become more habitual than helpful, creating space for more intuitive approaches to well-being. You have some big plans, and yet before you can set off on an adventure, you will need to tackle everything on your to-do list. When Taurus squared Pluto yesterday, while it is important to be productive, do not be so devoted to your rut that you miss out on life. Fortunately, your week takes a romantic turn when Venus conjoins Saturn in your partnership zone today. This is a great day to take important relationships to the next level. You can work out issues and move forward together. Get ready to seal the deal. Wink, wink. In the week on an educational note, when the Taurus new moon is in your expansion zone on Sunday, this is a great time to sign up for classes, book trips, and examine your beliefs with thoughtful curiosity. Be open to changing your mind. All right, Libra natives. This one is for you. Are you feeling the call to bring more authenticity to your relationships this week, my ascending Libra natives, even if it means disturbing the peace? This week brings important developments in your relationships and values. Your ruling planet Venus joins with structured Saturn in Pisces, bringing a more serious, committed energy to your daily routines and service to others. At the same time, Venus forms a harmonious aspect with Uranus, suggesting that unexpected changes or honest conversations can actually strengthen your most important connections. The last quarter moon phase encourages you to release creative blocks or romantic patterns that limit your authentic expression. Trust your gut when the sun squared Pluto in Aquarius. If something or someone makes you feel a little off, there could be hidden dangers that you are not seeing. Trust your intuition and pump your brakes. If it does not feel right, do not do it. If you need help reaching your goals, ask for it when Venus conjoins Saturn in your productivity zone today. Whether you need a coworker's help on a big project or a fitness buddy to hold you accountable, teamwork really does make the dream work. End the week on a central note when the Taurus new moon is in your intimacy zone on Sunday. Let go of your usual hangups and embrace the feeling of being known and enjoying life. Share the financial burden with a partner to become a team. Any comments, any questions, y'all? All right. Scorpios, got one for you. Are you sensing the buildup of transformative energy this week, my ascending Scorpio natives, as if something significant is preparing to shift? The cosmic weather this week speaks directly to your transformative nature. Your modern ruler, Pluto, is highly active, forming aspects with the Sun, Mercury, and Mars that trigger deep insights and potential power shifts. The last quarter moon phase encourages you to release emotional patterns or family dynamics that no longer serve your evolution. This is a week for facing shadows, both your own and those in your relationships, with courage and honesty. Start the week with creativity and romance when Venus conjoins Saturn in your pleasure zone on Thursday. Today, this is an ideal day to develop your creative talents and get serious about your love affairs. Take your passions seriously. However, your work-life balance will not be very balanced when Mars in Leo opposes Pluto in Aquarius on Saturday. You have a lot of big ambitions that can get in the way of your personal life. You might need to make compromises and sacrifices to find some kind of balance again. Fortunately, it is easy to form bonds and build connections when the Taurus new moon is in your sign on Sunday. This is a great time to find the one and take a current relationship to the next level. Tell someone how you feel and plant the seeds to a solid relationship. End petty feuds and move forward. All right. Sag, got one for you. Are you feeling the urge to break free from limiting beliefs about what's possible for you, my ascending Sagittarius natives? This week brings opportunities to expand your horizons in unexpected ways. Your ruling planet, Jupiter, continues its journey through versatile Gemini, encouraging you to explore diverse perspectives in your relationships. The last quarter moon phase suggests it is time to release outdated beliefs or communication patterns that limit your expression. There is a sense of mental clearing happening now, making space for new ideas and connections. There's a strong possibility of conflict this week when the sun squared Aquarius yesterday. You might clash with someone who wants to pick apart every single thing you do or obsess over every move you make. Pump the brakes before buckling under someone's thumb, especially since controlling people might prevent you from having fun when Mars in Leo opposes Pluto on Saturday. Stop worrying about things and people you cannot control. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb so you can enjoy yourself in peace. Summer will be here before you know it. So develop some good habits now when the Taurus new moon is in your productivity zone on Sunday. Focus on improving yourself for your highest good with new healthy habits. Remember to practice self-discipline so you do not give in to temptation. All right. We at the hot corner of the zodiac, at least as far as I'm concerned. Capricorn natives, I got one for you too. Are you feeling the call to balance your natural discipline with more emotional openness this week, my ascending Capricorn natives? This week highlights the intersection of structure and sensitivity in your life. Your ruling planet Saturn joins with Venus in compassionate Pisces, bringing a more heart-centered approach to your communication and learning. The last quarter moon phase encourages you to release rigid thinking or practical concerns that block your emotional expression. There is an invitation to find strength in vulnerability rather than control. You have your heads in the clouds this week when the sun in Taurus squared Pluto yesterday. While you want to have some fun, do not forget about the values you hold. Forgetting your responsibilities for the sake of pleasure could make you lose out on some important things. Keep your secrets close to the vest when Venus conjoins Saturn in your communication zone today. This is not a great day to spill the beans or be a little too friendly with strangers. They might not have your best interests at heart. Boundaries are key to peace of mind. Fortunately, the heart of spring can bring passion and pleasure when the Taurus new moon is in your pleasure zone on Sunday. Use this energy for some leisure time as you learn about what makes you happy and how to express yourself. All right. All right. All right. Aquarius natives, this one is for you. Are you sensing shifts in your sense of purpose this week, my ascending Aquarius natives? As if the universe is attempting to show you something important about your path. Okay. This week brings important insights about your authentic path. Your modern ruler, Uranus, receives a harmonious aspect from Venus, potentially bringing unexpected opportunities or insights related to your values and resources. The last quarter moon begins the week in your sign, encouraging you to release aspects of your identity or personal approach that no longer align with your evolution. Pluto's continued journey through your sign brings transformative energy to your self-expression. Invest in things that matter to you when Venus conjoins Saturn in your value zone today. Focus on your attachments and how you can make them work for you. It is a good day to structure relationships and finances as we get deeper into spring. Ask yourself, what do you want and what do you need? And then get to it. You might not get what you want from others when Mars in Leo opposes Pluto in your sign on Saturday. Your partner could be holding you back from what you need. Remember to balance love and freedom. End the week by making home your sanctuary when the Taurus new moon is in your home zone on Sunday. This lunar phase encourages you to build a solid foundation before summer. Whether you are moving into a new place, starting a family, or decorating your home, it is time to put down roots. All right. If you say so. All right. And then finally, Pisces natives. This one is for you. Are you feeling caught between the desire to plan everything and the intuitive knowing that surrender might be the better path? My ascending Pisces natives. This week highlights your natural gifts of intuition and flow. Your modern ruler, Neptune, receives harmonious aspects from both the moon and Mars, enhancing your creative inspiration and spiritual connections. Venus and Saturn continue their journey through your sign, bringing a more grounded, committed energy to your self-expression and personal projects. The moon enters your sign on Thursday, today, heightening your emotional sensitivity and intuitive ability. It was hard to say what you mean when the sun in Taurus squared Pluto yesterday, because this aspect can have you tongue-tied. You have a vision of what you want to say, and yet the words will not come out. Pause a little bit to think so you can prevent any additional frustration. Fortunately, relationships can grow and mature when Venus can join Saturn in your sign today. Remember that growing pains are natural, and yet you have to work through them to get to a better place. And end the week by learning something new and putting yourself out there when the Taurus new moon is in your communication zone on Sunday. Use this energy to handle the details of your daily life and be open to new ideas. Whether you are taking a class or meeting a friend for coffee, use your words to open up. And as always be authentically you, unapologetically. Your mastered self awaits you. Zen Uru, Zen Uru, Zen Uru. So, yeah. All of this typing and all of y'all typing and Victoria, she's talking about thank you so much. No, we're gonna everybody open up your mics. Everybody, please. Everybody open up your mics.
Are we gonna sing?
Yes, we are.
Yay!
Happy soul return to you.
Happy soul
Happy
return
Return
to
to
you.
happy
Happy
soul
soul return,
victorious.
victorious.
Happy
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 soul
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 return
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 to
to
to you.
you.
and many more.
I know
Thank
that's
you guys so much. I appreciate that.
Good. So how's everybody feeling? How'd I do? How'd I do? My astrologers on the call? Did I miss anything? Yes.
No, you were on point.
Yes. Honeybee, go right ahead.
I think all that was pretty much on point with my big three and the sign that is most prominent in my chart. I have been talking a lot about boundaries for like the last several calls, and like recently, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and put an end to some of these relationships that I feel like are not serving me anymore, and I just went ahead and let that go. But it's I was telling you right before the call, like lately, I just my it's been such a like a roller coaster of different emotions like over the past week or two.
Mm-hmm.
And overall, I feel good, but like when those moments hit where it's a lot, like it's a fucking lot.
Yep.
And like I'm having one of them days today where I'm just like, maybe I should go take a boxing class.
Oh, I know it's a tough day for all Leo placements today. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm just yeah, so many things that you touched on from the job to everything else is like completely on point.
Well, thank you. I'm glad that I am dialed into all of the proper information. Rhonda, you go first, and then Miss Williams.
For me, everything was on point from the money aspect, the purchases, thinking about a purchase, in the drama. Yeah. But I was able to take myself away from the drama.
Good, good,
And yeah.
good for you.
So it was good, but everything was on point.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, good, good. I'm glad that it resonates with you. I'm glad that we are shining light in dark spaces. I would much rather be all up in everybody's kitchen than to be up here giving word salads and just talking for an hour and a half and do like, oh well, okay, it's time to go, and nobody is no better or no wiser. Just la 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 la. No,
Right.
well, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you for that. Thank you, thank you, Miss Williams. Go right ahead.
Yeah, the same thing. I'm piggybacking off of what Courtney said. The big three and the stellium definitely hitting for sure. And again, with the stellium, the Virgo energy, it's like I've been feeling like, oh, I need to just, my mind has just been on 10. And
Yes,
I'm having all these dreams. It's like I'm not really sleeping because I keep getting dreams over and over. So it's like I'm not really sleep
right.
at all. And I have been paying more attention with the health thing because my stomach has been so sensitive lately.
Yes, yes,
But I definitely, the Aquarius moon, I definitely felt that because I
yeah,
have like a project going on and it's like, I don't want to do this because we are on different pages
yeah,
and it's going to have to be a conversation. And I really don't care about the outcome in the situation as long as the conversation gets had because it has to be had.
yeah. I want the conversation. Yeah, I want the bust the pimple. I don't care if it goes all over the place or don't drain at all. I want to. Yeah, I'm right here with you on that Aquarius part. I got to bust the pimple. Yeah, there's one little pimple I got to bust.
Yeah. And I also see the other signs for even other people that I know, like
Yeah.
what they're going through too. So yeah, definitely on point.
Good, good, good. Well, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate y'all taking your time out of your busy days and busy schedules to want to even come and hang out with old Pifers B Metatron here at On the Sevens. And I'm thankful and grateful for each and every one of you. Deirdre, you all right? You got anything to say today, or you just here gracing us with your presence? Maybe she's just here to grace us with her presence. Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. I acknowledge that. And since it is a couple of days after someone's birthday, I'd like Victorious to open up her mic and just chime in and give us some closing comments before I close us out, please.
I didn't have anything prepared, but
These are the best comments of all.
uh, just I'm looking forward to this new year. I know my 52nd birthday was like a milestone for me. I didn't accomplish a lot of the things that I had intended to accomplish, but there were turning points where I pivoted in certain areas of my life. And prior to like last year, I found myself sitting at home just kind of dreaming about what my life would look like. And last year, I had an opportunity to start implementing some of those things. One of the things I really want to do is get a new car. I finally see it in focus. Another thing is travel is super huge for me, especially in my numerology chart because I have the five and I have a five and a three. So local travel, international travel, all of that is super huge for me. So, whereas prior to last year, I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel, I could start to see the light. So, I'm super excited about what this new year is going to bring me.
Hey, all right. Well, we all are definitely excited for you for your new birth year, and we are thankful and grateful for you gracing us with your presence a few days after your birthday. And again, shout out to Victoria's birth year 52 was the one that you, even though you may not have felt like you may accomplish a lot, it's the sealing of the deal year for the rest of your life. So birth year 53 is normally when you hit the ground running after you done sealed the deal. Now you say, okay, this is what I'm doing from here on out. This is where I'm going from here on out. So let's get to it. So I'm encouraging you to get to it in birth year 53. Anybody else? Nikki, you good?
Yes, I'm wonderful. We're
Okay.
gonna let the sunshine roll in.
All righty. All righty.
Wait for those shadow phases to end.
Absolutely.
Be
Absolutely.
glad I didn't get sucked into the X bill.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Which means a couple of good things because when you said Venus, we've been going through this for like over a month now, right?
Mhm.
Venus and Mercury, great. Venus and Mercury both in retrograde, bringing in the X's from always bringing X's and then ultra sensitive X's, right? I'm
Mhm.
lucky I went through and I didn't have any of that. So it means, and I said
Woo-hoo.
this meant a couple of things. It meant that I've healed and I've moved on, and so have they.
Woo-hoo.
And I think that's a big
That's a beautiful thing. It's
moving forward kind of thing,
a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
It truly is. Thank you for that.
Well,
Thank you. And since there's nothing else, this has been On the Sevens with Pythias B. Metatron, where we come to awaken to our mastered self, ascend with our evolving soul, and expand our consciousness mind. We are thankful and grateful for each and every one of you for your support and encouragement. Please continue to keep On the Sevens with Pythias B. Metatron a part of your soul's journey as your mastered self awaits you. Let me leave you with this. As above, so below. As within, so without. As of the cosmos, so in your soul core level. It is so, it is so. Always be authentically you, unapologetically. Until we gather again, goodbye for now. I am Pythias B. Metatron on the sevens, signing off. Zen Uru, Zen Uru, Zen Uru. See y'all next week.